Hey, beautiful people. I hope you all are doing great. I got a lot of questions from you guys, and I want to go ahead and answer them all now. And if for some reason I do not answer the question correctly, because maybe you meant something else, please forgive me. Please contact us 833 Rickita 833-742-5482. Call us, and then I'll make you another video to answer your question correctly. Hopefully I'll be able to talk during this video too. Hopefully I will be able to talk correctly. If you have a question and you're just watching this video, please go ahead and drop your question in the comments, because that's where I got all of these questions from, out of my comments. So go ahead and drop your question in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer your question. I make these videos every week, so if I don't answer it in a week or 2 weeks, then please just wait, because maybe I have a lot of questions, but I want to be sure to answer your question for you. Now let's go ahead and answer the questions. So I would love for you to answer this question. Can interest on credit cards affect your credit score? Interest on credit cards will not affect your credit score at all. A lot of people think that maybe they need to get a credit card with like a lower interest rate so that they can have a better credit score, but that's not necessarily true. Your payment history and how much you're using on your credit cards in terms of utilization is actually going to affect your credit score. Now, some people, let me show you guys my website. Some people go ahead and apply for credit cards, especially when they're in the building stage, and they think that they need to get like a special credit card, but that's not necessarily true. You guys just need to get a credit card that's going to like report to all 3 credit bureaus. So this is my website, Rickita.com. It's still in the editing stage. We're still building it out, but I still talk to you guys about it because there's still a lot of resources here that you guys can check out. But I'm going to go ahead and search build, because I have like the best credit cards for you guys to build your credit. Okay, it's acting a little funny. Double click it just in case. Best credit cards to build credit. It's my internet. It has to be my internet that's acting a little crazy. But some of these accounts on here, you guys, they have different interest rates. So I don't care like what the interest rate is on these credit cards. You just want them to report to the credit bureau. Some people need to get one with like a low interest rate, and that's not necessarily true. Or they care about like the annual fee on some of these cards. I care about annual fees just because I don't want to pay that extra money if I don't need to, but that's not going to matter when it comes down to like you guys like having a better credit score. It's just what you're going to be paying. And just make sure whatever credit card you get is actually going to report to all 3 credit bureaus. And if you mess around and get like a secure credit card, because that's what you need to do, this make sure that you get a secure credit card that's going to graduate. So I'm not sure exactly why you asked the question, but that's what I always tell people to do. Like, your interest rate is not going to affect you at all, but it's just going to affect how much you're going to pay. That's it. It's not going to like affect your reporting. I would love to know if the pre-approved amount they offered you is at the final offer once we accept the application. When you guys get a pre-approval, when you guys like apply for a credit card, sometimes they tell you like the amount that they can actually pre-approve you for. That is not always guaranteed that you're going to get that amount. Even it's not even guaranteed that they even want to give you that credit card at all. Now, I always tell people that pre-approval amount can give you like a roundabout of what you can actually get, but until they run that full application and say, hey, this is your approval, nothing is guaranteed at all. Now, let's go back and look at some of the credit cards, you guys, because when you guys apply for some of these different credit cards, these are like the best credit cards to like build your credit. When you guys apply for some of these credit cards, they probably going to tell you the pre-approval amount. You know what? I know a credit card that will tell you the pre-approval amount. Let's see if it's on this one here. Let's search it at the top. One credit card for sure I know that will tell you the pre-approval amount is the Prosper credit card. and that's this credit card here. So they'll tell you the amount that they can actually pre-approve you for, and it's going to be without a hard inquiry. Somebody said they was actually able to get $1,600 with this credit card, but um, they're able to tell you like we can pre-qualify you for this amount, and I believe I have the pre-qualification in this video about this credit card, but that's not a guarantee because sometimes they can change that amount. Sometimes they ask for verification of income, and maybe if you put a little bit more than you can verify, they're going to give you a different amount. But hopefully you're going to be able to get approved for what they say you're going to get approved for, but that's not a guarantee. And even if they say that they can give you a credit card, it's not even a guarantee that they're going to actually give you that credit card, which is something I don't like. Don't tell me if I can get pre-approved for a credit card and then you decide not to give it to me. But just keep that in mind. And it's really dependent on everybody's situation in terms of when they pull your full credit report, what's actually on your credit report, and then also verification. If they ask for verification, if you don't have that verification, then they're not going to give you a credit card at all, or they're going to change that amount that they actually pre-qualify you for. Oh, okay. Let's go back some for this next question. So this next question is really good. So do you know if Open Sky credit card give credit limit increases, Rickita? I have heard that the Open Sky credit card actually do give credit limit increases, which is different because they're a secure credit card and they don't graduate. So you're not going to graduate to an unsecured credit card. So that's very different that they even give increases. But I did hear that they give increases. So definitely call them, double check, and say, hey, I heard that you guys gave increases, just to confirm that they're actually giving out those increases. But I did see comments that people got increases with Open Sky, and I'm like, really? That is different. But definitely call them and double check. Now let's go ahead and look at that Open Sky credit card. So here is the Open Sky credit card. It is a secure credit card. They have an annual fee of $35. Your credit limit can be between $200 and $3,000. You can automatically do your own credit limit increase by adding more money to your secured amount. I don't suggest that. I suggest that whatever amount you put down, just let them continue to report. And then as your credit score go up, get you other credit cards that's not secured anymore. Like, don't keep adding to this amount just because you want a higher limit. When they start reporting to the credit bureaus, because they report to all three credit bureaus, when they start reporting, your credit score should go up. And as your credit scores go up, try to see if there's credit cards out there that you guys can pre-qualify for without a hard inquiry. So, and they don't give you a hard inquiry when you apply for this credit card. It's not a credit check at all. They just want to verify your identity. But it is a secure credit card, so I'm not sure if they give you an increase, but I have seen comments about people getting increases. Just call to double check. I believe this question was based off of a credit card approval. So I have seen people get credit cards right after they filed for bankruptcy, while they were still in the bankruptcy process in general. I'm not sure if they have received anything, but I know they have started like getting credit cards right away. Not saying that they should have done this, but they have started getting approvals for credit cards right away. So there's credit cards out there that when you guys file for bankruptcy, even though you guys file for bankruptcy, they will still give you credit cards, even if you were to burn them too. When I say burn them, you put them within your bankruptcy, they will still offer you more credit cards, which is very, very different, but they will still do that. But when it comes down to getting credit cards, especially if you guys are in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, you are required to, ask to make sure that you guys can take on more credit. So just make sure you follow the rules that you guys have to follow. Now, I told you guys, there was a company and people was telling me about how they had Capital One. They included Capital One in their bankruptcy, and they still was able to get approved for Capital One after they included them in their bankruptcy, which was really amazing to me. It's like, wow, you included them in your bankruptcy and you still was able to get approved for more credit cards, which is amazing. Some people said that they had to get the secure credit card, the Quicksilver secure credit card. They got the platinum and the Quicksilver, and then they was able to get just a regular credit card, like a platinum and a Quicksilver credit card, which is really, really amazing. Another credit card that I know for sure you're going to be able to get after you file for bankruptcy is Credit One Bank. If you guys file for bankruptcy, they're going to be able to give you a credit card so that you guys can start back building up your credit. But again, figure out if you can, you're supposed to get that credit card and ask for, you know, whatever permission you need to ask for. But I have seen people get additional credit. Now, I believe that this video, I haven't looked at these questions in a little while, but I believe that this is answering your question. If not, please let us know, 833 Rickita, so that I can, that's my phone number, 833 Rickita, sis, spell out my name. Call us and then I'll make you another video, or if you need to talk, we can go ahead and talk and figure out what you have to do if you need to get a credit card. When you get the credit card, does your credit score drop since this is a new credit reporting account? Yes, anytime you apply for a new credit card, your credit score is going to drop from that hard inquiry if you guys get that hard inquiry. And when that account is added to your credit report, your credit score don't necessarily need to drop. If you guys do not have accounts reporting to your credit report, when you guys get this new credit card, then your credit score could go up. But if you don't necessarily like need a new credit card, you already have 4 credit cards in your credit reports. And then 2, if they report a high balance because you got that credit card, you started using it, and then they reported that higher balance, your credit score is going to drop. So just keep that in mind. I always tell people, try to have at least 4 credit cards reporting. When you get your first credit cards, your credit score ain't got to drop. It's going to shoot up because they're happy that you have credit. Just make sure that you guys don't get your credit cards and just use a lot of money on your credit cards right away. Wait till a report, figure out when your billing cycle and all that is, and then you start using your credit card, because utilization can really drop your credit score. Now, when I told you guys that your credit score is going to drop, it's because you guys are going to get a hard inquiry. Like if you guys apply for like the Mission Lane credit card, Credit One Bank, these companies are going to give you hard inquiries when you apply for these credit cards. Now, like a credit card like this Open Sky, you don't have hard inquiries, so your credit score is not going to drop. And if you guys don't have accounts reporting, getting an Open Sky credit card on your credit reports, getting them to report should actually boost your credit score up. So I really, really like when you guys don't have to get a hard inquiry, if you guys can help it. But if you guys need credit cards, then your credit score should go up when you apply for these cards. But most likely, a lot of times your credit score is going to go down. But keep your utilization low in terms of when they're reporting, and just make sure you're paying your bills on time, and your credit score should go up over time. Even that next month, you're going to start seeing your credit score go up. But usually your credit score is going to go down at first, but it depends on how many accounts you have. I lost my self credit card. How can I get a replacement? So if you guys lose your self credit card, you guys should call them right away so that you guys can get a replacement, and so that they can stop any transactions that may happen on your credit card. So just call self and tell them, hey, I need to get a replacement credit card, and then they should be able to help you with that process of getting a replacement credit card. Now, if you guys haven't seen that self credit card is actually here, and let's go ahead and look at their phone number too. This is that self Visa card here. You have to have your regular account with self first, and then you're able to get the self credit card. So you got to get their installment account, and then you're able to get their self Visa. So here's their installment accounts. You got to have at least $100 in your accounts. Now, if you need to contact them, you can go ahead and contact them right here. If you can see right here, their phone number is 877-883-0999. And they're available from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. So please go ahead and call them and tell them, hey, I need to get a replacement card. And then they should be able to help you get your replacement card. But that is their phone number right there. But call them right away because you just don't know. You just don't know. You don't want transactions to start building up on your account, you know. So please go ahead and call them right away. Okay, so let's see. Let me move my phone out the way. Is there a hard pull after accepting an offer? So whenever you guys get a pre-qualification saying that you're pre-approved or pre-qualified for a credit card or a loan, you guys are going to get a hard inquiry after you accept it. Now, the only time I've seen people not getting that hard inquiry is if they're doing like the Apple trick, then they're going to freeze their report so that they don't get that hard inquiry. But a lot of times you guys are going to get the hard inquiry when you guys accept it. So there's a lot of credit cards out there that can like pre-qualify you, like such as like the all the Discover credit cards that can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. And I do still have like a $50 statement credit when you guys get approved for the Discover credit card. So make sure you guys come to my website, Rickita.com, and apply for it, because with this link you guys will be able to get that $50 statement credit. But Discover you can pre-qualify for it. When you guys accept the offer, it's going to be a hard inquiry. The Tumo credit card, you're not going to get a hard inquiry at all. They're just checking your bank account. And when they check your bank account, they're going to let you know how much they can actually approve you for. And Navy Federal, a pre-qualification again, but when you accept that offer, a hard inquiry. So yes, they're going to say, hey, you're pre-qualified, but as soon as you accept the offer, it is going to be a hard inquiry. That hard inquiry is going to temporarily drop your credit score some. So probably like 3 to 8 points. It can drop your credit score, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. But yes, you're going to get that hard inquiry, and it is going to temporarily drop your credit score. Now, like for the Open Sky credit card, that's no credit check at all. So yeah, they're going to say, hey, we can give you this amount, but you're not going to get a hard inquiry for like an account like this. But them other credit cards, yes, you're going to get a hard inquiry. What store cards is similar to Menards? Can I use any other store cards for gas? That is a good question. The only other credit card to me that is similar to the Menards credit card, because with the Menards credit card, you can use that as Speedway. The only other credit card, and you can use it at Quick Trip too. But the only credit card that's similar to that to me is like the Walmart credit card or the BJ's credit card, because they have the gas connection. So those are credit cards that you can also use for gas. But there may be other credit cards, but those are just the ones that I know like off the top of my head. Let's go ahead and look at like the BJ's credit card. I believe I have it on here. Let's double check. I believe I have it on here. Yeah, this is definitely one that you'll be able to use for gas. Yeah, so you're going to save 10 cents per gallon every day at BJ's gas. So this is one that you can use for gas. It's very similar to like the Menards credit card. Let me duplicate this screen, and then also I guess using the Walmart credit card too. You guys will be able to use that one for gas, because Walmart, they have their own gas station. So you guys will be able to use that credit card at that Walmart gas station. And let me, just in case other people are wondering, that Menards credit card, let's see. This is that Menards credit card here. You guys will be able to get this credit card, and you can use it. Like when I had mine, I used to always use it at Speedway because I love Speedway at the time. I rarely use it now. Wawa is like my favorite now. Or what is that? I forgot what the other one I use now because I got the cheaper gas for me. But you guys are able to use this at different places. Like here it is right here. So you can use it as Speedway, and you guys are going to get a 1% rebate on gas and merchandise. So you use that Speedway, Holiday, and Quick Trip, and Quick Star. So this is where you'll be able to actually use the Menards credit card, and which is really good for those people that's looking to use it for gas. But definitely check out that BJ's credit card too, because you can use it for gas. But I guess this is not necessarily just like a store card, because this is going to be a MasterCard. But this is all what came to my mind. So hopefully it helps. How can you get a credit card with Navy Federal when it's hard to become a member? If you guys are having a hard time becoming a member with Navy Federal Credit Union, then you guys are not going to be able to get a credit card with them, because you have to be a member to get a credit card with them. Now, when I went to get a credit card with Navy Federal, I called over the phone and they asked questions. They asked, how did I qualify? I told them that my granddad was in the Navy. I didn't have to send in verification. I didn't have to do anything. She just said, okay. And I got my membership, and I asked her, hey, when can I apply for credit cards? And she told me that I can apply like right away. I did not have to wait. But if you guys can't get that membership, you just can't get a credit card or any accounts with Navy Federal. You know, it is what it is. Now let's check out some of the Navy Federal credit cards, because people don't understand that if you guys want to get a credit card with Navy Federal, you got to have that membership. And let's look over, let's go ahead and look over like the credit cards that they have, and then also look over just like the requirements for you guys to even get an account with them. So I just got like their basic savings account at first, and then I went ahead and got my credit card. So they have different rewards. They have the cash rewards, the platinum, the gold rewards, their flagship rewards, their American Express, and then they have their secure credit cards. So these are the credit cards that you guys will be able to pre-qualify for, because you guys can pre-qualify for their credit cards without a hard inquiry, but you have to already be a member to be able to do that. And then you can see that they have the different type of accounts here that you guys can get. Let's go ahead and click on, am I eligible to be able to get this membership? So you have to be active duty, retired, or vet, and then your family member. So when it come down to getting a membership with Navy Federal, I don't know where to put this at, because they got this live chat right here. Is blocking, but hopefully you guys can still see it. So family members, your parents, grandparents, spouse, siblings, your children, even adopted and stepchildren, your grandchildren, household members, as long as they are one of these here, then you are able to also join. So that is something to think about. And then the Department of Defense, if you guys have any of this going on, then you can be able to get the membership, and then minor membership. So if you're an existing member and a parent, grandparent, guardian of a minor, then you can go ahead and get them an account. And I'm going to actually sign my daughter up with an account with Navy Federal. And this is the information that they're going to need for you guys to join. I do suggest that you guys just call them though. They said you can call or just apply in a branch. If you guys try to do it and you guys can get in, if you guys really want to get in, I would go in a branch if I can. I will call them and I would do an application online, but I would just do whatever it would take for me to actually get an account with them if you really care about it. But if you can't get an account with them, you cannot get a credit card with them, because you have to have an account. You have to be a member. Well, you have to be a member. So hopefully you guys are able to get that situated. I have Self, which is the $25 annual fee. I have Capital One, no annual fee. It's Credit Sesame, free also, and doesn't have annual fee. What's a good card with no annual fee? Thank you so much. So there's a lot of credit cards out there that you guys can get without an annual fee. I always tell people to try to get a credit card with Discover. A lot of their credit cards, none of their credit cards, should I say, not just a lot of, none of their credit cards have an annual fee, and even down to their like secure credit cards. I even have a full list of credit cards on my website. If you guys are looking to build your credit, or if you guys are looking to get credit cards because you have bad credit, I have a full list of credit cards that you guys can get that don't have an annual fee at all. So just go to Rickita.com to check it out. Now let's look at those credit cards now. So let's see. Let's actually, instead of putting bill, let's put bad credit in, because there's a lot of credit cards you guys can get even if you have like bad credit. So this is the card that you already said you have. They got the $25 annual fee. The credit builder card have an annual fee. It is a secure credit card. The Kikoff account, the Discover credit card is what I told you guys already about. The Discover credit card, they do not have annual fees for any of their credit cards. The Tumo credit card, they don't have an annual fee at all. They're not going to look at your credit. They're going to look at your banking history. I have my Tumo credit card. I don't have my wallet here to show you guys, but I have my Tumo credit card. I don't use it. I really don't use it because I get so many rewards on other credit cards, and these bills is different how you have to pay these bills. But this is another one you could check out because they don't have an annual fee. They don't charge any interest. They don't charge any fees at all. The In Rewards Secure credit card, they don't have a fee. Only one of their credit cards with Navy Federal. We were just looking at that. Only one of their credit cards have a annual fee, and that is going to be their flagship. But their flagship give out higher limits in terms of your credit cards approval. So you could definitely check that one out. And Pedal One, they don't have an annual fee at all, so you can check that one out. Capital One, like you said, you already had one Capital One card. Capital One, actually you said you had the Platinum. This is the Platinum Secure, so try to see if you can get like their Quicksilver one that don't have an annual fee, or try to see if you can get any of their other credit cards that don't have an annual fee, because Capital One have quite a few credit cards that you guys can definitely choose from, and they don't have an annual fee, so you can definitely check out more Capital One credit cards. Open Sky, they do have an annual fee. Discover, they don't have an annual fee. Credit One Bank, they don't have an annual fee, but they may be able to give you a credit card with no annual fee depending on what your credit score is. Double check with them. They can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So double check. They're going to pull your Experian credit report to pre-qualify you. Mission Lane, their credit card, their annual fee is going to be between $0 and $75. So hopefully you get the $0 Mission Lane credit card. You asked about the credit Sesame. I got to see the reporting on some of these accounts. So I can't really speak on the credit Sesame because some of them accounts, they report to the credit bureaus, but they're not like a real credit card. So definitely call them and see. The Prosper credit card, they don't have an annual fee. They can pre-qualify you, so check them out. Milestone, no annual fee. Sometimes they could give you an annual fee, so double check. Double check. Indigo credit card, the annual fee for this credit card is $0, but it could possibly be an annual fee. Destiny credit card could definitely give you an annual fee. Merrick Bank, you can look into them, no annual fee. I'll look into them, possibly no annual fee at all. And those are a lot of different credit cards that you can definitely check out. But just double check with these credit cards, because a lot of these credit cards, they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. Just go to my website, Rickita.com, and search bad, and then you'll see the best credit cards for bad credit. And then once you see these credit cards, check out all of those credit cards and double check what the annual fee is going to be. But they're going to be able to pre-qualify you too, so they should be able to let you know about that annual fee, hopefully. So definitely check that out. Hey, do you happen to know about debits and credit as they relate to accounting? I did start going to school for accounting, and one of our accounting classes that we had to be able to know about debits and credits. I guess I would want to know more about what you would want to know about debits and credits. So if you ever have any questions about it, you can definitely ask me, or definitely search on YouTube. There's a lot of people that do accounting, and that can help you with debits and credits. I know a lot about debits and credits when it comes down to credit cards, though, because I talk about credit cards all the time. But definitely let me know if you have any additional questions, or ask me that specific question that you may have. I have received a reapproval letter. So my question is, does it show up on my credit report as an open line if I owe the full amount I've used it or not? I honestly don't know. I'm not going to answer this one because I don't know how it's going to show up on your credit, and I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie. I swear I don't. So if you guys want to apply for the Apple credit cards, you guys are going to have to apply directly through like your phone or some type of Apple device, or you can get your own Apple ID too, and you can apply like that. And if you want to know about the X credit card, so what you X credit card, it's actually the X1 credit card. A lot of people were waiting on that credit card years ago and waiting for it to actually come out. That credit card give out higher limits, but you can definitely check it out. X1 credit card, that is what you're referring to. Let's actually look up the X1 credit card. I don't believe I made a updated video on the X1 credit card, but let's go ahead and look at it. A lot of people said that they were able to get higher approvals. They were waiting for to get this credit card. I thought about I wanted to get this credit card at one point, and then I was just like, you know what? I never even got my code. I don't know what happened with that, who dropped the ball on that, but I was just like, I'm not gonna fight with them because I got to the point where it's like, I want this card, I want this card, and then I didn't get my code, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of it. So let's go ahead and click apply now to see if you can just apply now. So it looked like you can go ahead and just start the application. I'm not sure. Let's just see what it's looking like. They couldn't find the phone number. Oh, wait. Oh, so you gotta do the confirmation. So this look different. This look like you can actually go right through with the application. They're asking for that code, and I'm not going to actually get the code right now, but it looks like you can actually go right through with the application. But let's go ahead and just look at the X1 credit card in general, because that just threw me off that you could apply right now, because years ago you was waiting to even have a credit card to be able to apply for it. Everybody like, can I get a code? Can I get a code? But it is a metal credit card. So it is a metal credit card. You can quickly find your transactions. You'll get notified immediately about your purchases, and then points are rewarded the minute you spend them. Charged incorrectly, disputed in a few taps. You got a lost credit card. You can get another one right in the app. You guys are going to have virtual credit cards. Basically, all the stuff that they said that they're going to have previously. So free trial cards, standard credit cards, single use cards. So that is nice that they have this, a different type of credit card. Limits are based on current and future income. I think I'm going to try to see if I can get it. Again, I will have to let y'all know how everything goes with this credit card. They have different rewards designed with the entire family in mind. Add up to 5 card holders. Everyone gets a card, earn points together. Okay, this is really nice, but this is the X1 credit card. You know, this is the X1 credit card that you're asking about. And you can actually hear the metal, but you can apply and see if you approve with no impact to your credit score. So that is the X1 credit card. Hey, where can I get this credit card? It's not letting me use it anywhere. They offered me $750. I'm paying $5. Oh, this is supposed to be the Kikoff credit card, but I'm not purchasing anything. I'm really confused what I'm asking. I guess you're asking how to use a credit card. So when it comes down to that Kikoff credit card, you guys, they're going to approve you for a $750 limit. They're going to report that credit account onto your credit reports. I can't necessarily say it's a credit card. What you can do is you can buy stuff within their store, and I have a separate video about that, but you can buy stuff within their store, and that's it. You can't really use this credit card everywhere. They do have a new credit card that you will be able to use it wherever. I'm not sure if it's going to be MasterCard or Visa, wherever that is accepted, you can be able to use that credit card, but their regular just account, that $750, if you get that approval and you pay $5 per month, that account is not going to be able to get used everywhere. That's just to help you start building your credit. That's it. They want to report that account to your credit reports, and it's going to start helping you build your credit. Let's look into that Kikoff account. Log in. Let me see. Let me try to see if I can hide this really quickly and log in. Hopefully I can remember my login and log in. But with that Kikoff account, you guys, you can use it everywhere. It's literally just to start reporting to the credit bureaus and to help you build your credit. It's not for anything else. Like some people wanted to start using that credit card everywhere, and it's not for that. I actually did log into my account, so here it is right here. You guys can see your credit score here. Here is my credit account that I am paying $10. No, this is the credit builder loan that I was paying $10 a month for. This is the credit account that you're referring to, that $750 approval. I only got approved for $500 with mine because that's what they had at the time. So here's my store credit limit. They're reporting to the credit bureaus. Their store is actually right here, the Visit the Kikoff store. And this is all that you can purchase with your account. You can't purchase anything. The thing with Kikoff is that you just want an account to report to all 3 credit bureaus, which this one is actually only going to report to 2 credit bureaus. You want them to report to the credit bureaus that you're paying on time. That's it. You're not looking for them to do anything else. You just want them to report on time. Like, you just want them to report that you're paying on time, and then you want them to report your credit limit to the credit bureaus. But that's it. It's not like you're going to be using this account or anything like that. You just want them to report to the credit bureaus. Like, it's not like a regular account. A question is, unlimited credit cards mean I can buy anything, has infinite amount of money. So if you guys were to get approved for an unlimited credit card, if it's truly unlimited, that means that you could use it on anything. Sometimes you guys may see, like, I believe it's like Citibank or Chase, you'll see like their unlimited credit card. That means unlimited rewards, unlimited cash back. So the more that you guys use your card, you guys will continue to get unlimited cash back. Some of these credit cards have like capped cash back, like Discover, up to $1,500 in a quarter or something like that. But if it's an unlimited cash back card, then that means you guys can get unlimited cash back. They don't care how much money you spend. If you spend $1 billion, they're going to give you that cash back on those purchases. Now, let's go ahead and look at that. This is my Kikoff account that we were looking at. So let's go ahead and type unlimited here so we can find that account, because it's not. So this is the unlimited cash rewards. So Bank of America, you guys get unlimited cash rewards. That's what you guys get. That's unlimited. And yet it is the Chase Freedom Unlimited credit card. You just get unlimited. The rewards are unlimited. Let's go ahead and click apply now, because I know that could be confusing to you guys, but it's just basically the unlimited cash back that you guys are going to receive on this credit card. So unlimited 1.5% cash back. It's just the beginning. You guys are going to get the unlimited 3% cash back on dining. That's unlimited. Earn 3% on drugstore purchases, 5% on travel purchases through the Chase Unlimited Ultimate Rewards, and then 1.5% cash back on all your purchases. Now, like I said, the reason why they have to say unlimited is because sometimes you don't get unlimited. So let's check out that Discover so you can see what I mean by it's not unlimited. Like there's not a cap on it. So let's go to their credit cards. We can go to their cashback card. So you're gonna earn 5% cash back from at Amazon and digital wallets, and with theirs, they have like a cash back for certain periods. Like every quarter, they're gonna switch it up. They're gonna do different things. So it's December now, so at the end of this year, is the last time they're going to do Amazon and digital wallets. They're going to probably start that up again next year, but it's going to be up to $1,500 in purchases. So after that $1,500 in purchases, you're going to get regular 1% cash back. They're not going to let you get 5% unlimited cash back. That's what that means, unlimited. That means I don't care how much you spend, but as you can see right here, Discover cares what you spend. It's not going to be unlimited. But if it is, if you're referring to like unlimited credit card, if they say it's unlimited in terms of your purchases, that means you must have some unlimited money. And then you guys can get unlimited. You don't have a limit on your balance. I just got this card with credit 590. I was given a $500 credit line. I didn't have to pay anything or get any deposit that I'm aware of. So what now? Do I spend the credit line, keep a balance? So when you guys get approved for a credit card and you guys are trying to be in a building stage, I always tell people, if you're not disciplined, like be real with yourself. If you're not disciplined, do not spend more than 5% on that credit card. Or if you were to spend more than 5% on a credit card, do not let them report a balance that's higher than 5%, because if you do, it's going to drop your credit score. And when you're trying to build your credit, you don't want your credit score to be low at all. So if you guys like a $500 limit, then for a $500 limit, you should not let them report more than $25 as a balance to the credit bureaus. And they're going to report that 3 days, most likely 3 days after your due date, sometimes a little longer, maybe 4 or 5 days, but usually by your due date, make sure you pay everything, and you can pay everything but the $25 if you want to, but do not let them report a high balance. Like utilization is very, very important when it comes down to like your credit card. So let me give you an example right here. Like this is my Kikoff account, and I was using it for another part of the video, so I figured this would be a good example here. They approved me for the Kikoff account. I got this it's gonna be 2 years on the 29th that I had this account here, but they approved me for $500. If you apply now, they're going to give you $750. Right now, the utilization is excellent. It's 3%. Your overall utilization, you do not want over 5%. Sometimes people say 30%, but if you want like the best credit score, do not let them report more than 5%. Like you want to see your credit really popping if they do not report more than 5%. So right now my statement balance is $15. I say $25 is the most that'll get you at that 5%, but it won't get you over that. So keep that in mind. And to figure out the utilization on any of your credit cards, all you have to do is go to Credit Karma. Credit Karma will tell you what your utilization is like at the time. Like your overall utilization is this amount. Your overall utilization matter, but you need to find out what your utilization is on each of your credit cards. So by your due date, you need to make sure that you have your balance down so that they only report that low balance. After your statement comes out, then you can max it out if you want to, but you better not let them report a high utilization. So I got approved for a $300 limit. Question: how many days does Capital One give you to pay back? Let me see, when is Capital One grace period? Okay, so 25 days. Capital One has a 25-day grace period. So if you guys were to charge something on your credit card, then they are going to give you 25 days to go ahead and pay that amount back. Or they're going to also tell you can pay just your minimum balance. So with a $300 credit card, people don't understand, but you guys will have a minimum balance that you guys are able to pay. I always tell people, if you got $300, do not let them report more than $15. So definitely make sure you always pay everything but that $15 if you want to, because if you don't, your credit score is going to drop. Now, let me show you what I looked up. So you guys want to know like your grace period when it comes down to credit cards. I like to just go off of my statement days, my due dates, and all of that. So just know that they have at least a 25-day grace period. Do not just max out your credit card, and make sure that on your due date you pay your full statement balance. They'll tell you what your statement balance is, because that's all the way, that's already like mixed in with like your grace periods and things like that. So they tell you when you have to pay it back with your due dates and your statements and things like that. So look, call them. I'm looking at app, call them, or when your statement come out, you'll be able to know when your next due date is, how much is your statement balance, because to not pay interest, you have to make sure you pay your statement balance by your due date. And if you guys don't want to get charged like a late, if you guys don't want them to report a late fee, just make sure that you pay your bills on time, and they cannot report you late until you are 29. I mean, if you until you are over 29 days late. So you got to be actually 30 days late for them to actually report you late. So keep that in mind. Remember, $300, do not spend more than $15 if you're not that disciplined. And do not let them report more than $15. Let me see. I don't know. When it comes down to Kickoff, you are not able to use anything other than your social security number. So people are asking, can I use an EIN number, your ITIN number? You can't. You have to use only your social security number. So at this time, you have to only use your social security number. You cannot use anything else. And I actually just Googled it, you guys. I love Google. It's that simple, because Kickoff even have it in their support that they cannot accept the ITIN or the EIN at this time. And that's as of June 28, 2022. I have my Kickoff account here pulled up because I was showing it for a previous video. So definitely with a Kickoff account, you have to use social security number. You cannot use an ITIN, or you cannot use your EIN number. EIN number is really for business anyway, so they don't deal with businesses right now. This is only for personal, and you have to use your social security number. I know, so every time I pay a large balance on my credit cards, Equifax will drop my credit score by 10 to 20 points. Why is that if I keep my utilization under 1? I don't know. You should not see your credit score go down by you paying off your credit cards. I have never seen that. Like when I pay down my credit cards, I do not see my credit score go down. I see my credit score go up. Even if I was to have like a 5% utilization, and then I bring it down to a 3% or a 1%, I still see my credit score go up. And somebody said that Equifax credit score was going down from doing this. I suggest that you guys go on Credit Karma and see if there's any other changes, because there could be other changes. Maybe you're applying for credit cards during that time and you forgot that, those hard inquiries, or maybe you have new accounts. I'm not sure, but you should not see your credit score go down from you paying down your credit cards. Like utilization is very, very important, guys, and you should not get you shouldn't get a bad credit rating for that. So I was showing you guys previously my utilization for my Kickoff, because this is the easiest thing. I already have it pulled up. I'm already logged in from a previous video. So you can see it's a 3% utilization. If you guys were to have like a higher utilization, if you guys to pay down your credit cards, your credit score should go up. It should never go down. So I'm not sure why Equifax is having like your credit score go down. But I would look on Credit Karma and see if there's like anything else on there, like is something else happening during that period which is making your credit score like go down, because it could be something else. It don't necessarily have to be this in terms of you paying on your credit card. It can be something else, but definitely go to Credit Karma and see like what changes are happening to your credit score. I have a credit question. Can a charge-off change their status as a collection? A lot of times when you guys see charge-offs on your credit report, they will put their status as a charge-off or a collection. So you will see that they've changed their status that way. And if they were to sell your charge-off account to a collection company, then they need to change the balance. That's the biggest thing that you guys need to be looking out for. You need to see the balance, see that it go down to zero. And then you also need to see if they put any comments saying that this account is sold, because this is things that should be on that account in terms of them changing the status or them changing it to a $0 balance. I have a couple of questions. I also have this car. How long did it take to give you an increase? Can you use it for gas? Also, did you know how to get approved for the MasterCard? I don't even know which credit card they're talking about. But guess what? I can find out. Let me find out really quickly what credit card they're referring to. And then I will be able to know. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here is the the care credit. Care credit? I don't think care credit. Maybe they're referring to a different question on there. I'm not sure. The care credit you cannot use. You cannot use their care credit card for gas. It's not a MasterCard at all. So when you guys have that care credit card, you only can use it where offices actually accept the care credit. For people using getting their teeth done, they're using it with their pets, maybe it's a cosmetic surgery, but that care credit card, you cannot use that like at gas stations and things like that. But you can ask them for an increase if you want an increase. Question, Rickita. If I am building credit, is the secure first progress card a good choice? A lot of people go for the secure first progress card only if they got like their credit score is just so bad they cannot get like a Discover secure credit card, Capital One secure credit card, or Navy Federal secure credit card. If you can't get those, then I do suggest you go ahead and get that first progress and start building your credit from there. But if you guys can try to get those other credit cards, then definitely get those other credit cards, because they're going to graduate to regular credit cards. Unsecured credit cards, they're going to give your deposit back. After you put a deposit down, they're going to give your deposit back. Like Navy Federal go from a $200 credit card, and in 6 months they can give your deposit back and give you a $2,000 credit card. So I would try to get those first. Now let's go ahead and look at some of these credit cards. Because there's quite a few of them. Let's just go to my website. Let me just search it. Rickita.com. You'll see it. And I have the search bar here. You can search. I'm going to search build because you're trying to build credit. You're in the building stage, because I have a list of like the best credit cards to build credit. So you can go ahead and click there. And let me show you those credit cards that's going to actually graduate. Try to get the Discover Is Secure credit card because it is going to graduate. You guys are going to get 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants, 1% cash back everywhere else. And then after your first year, they're going to double whatever your cash back is for that first year. They're going to double it. And they don't have an annual fee. Plus, they can pre-qualify you without a hard inquiry. So before you get the first progress, try to see if they can pre-qualify you for this credit card without a hard inquiry. Also, that End Rewards, this is that credit card that can go from $200 to $2,000. They don't have an annual fee for this credit card, which is really good. So try to see if you can pre-qualify for this credit card without a hard inquiry. And then you got the Capital One Platinum and Quicksilver secure credit cards that you guys can check out. But try to see if you can just pre-qualify for the Capital One credit cards in general. See if you're pre-approved for it, and then they'll let you know which credit cards they can actually give you. But definitely check out these credit cards first, and they're under the best credit cards to build credit, because these are the best credit cards to build credit. Once you guys are able to get these credit cards here, they're going to start reporting to the credit bureaus, increase your credit score, and then they'll be able to graduate to an unsecured credit card, give you your money back, plus give you a higher limit. They are lit upstairs. I can just hear them. We got a few more questions. My little ones are out of school, so they are louder than normal. I'm sorry, it's just so loud. I had to say something. Just a few more questions, though. Actually, two more questions. Can student loans affect the approval chances? Student loans can affect your approval chances for homes, cars, also some credit cards or personal loans because it is debt. So they can affect your chances because of debt. And if you have any late payments on the student loans, those late payments is definitely going to affect your chances of you actually getting approved for any of these different things. Now, you can work to remove those late payments, but sometimes you work to remove those late payments, the whole account will be removed. And sometimes the best thing about your student loans is the age. Like the age is the best thing. So sometimes you don't even want to remove those late payments, or you don't want to mess with them because you don't want the full account to be removed, but they can definitely affect you. Oh, let me see. Question. I have a question. If I have 7 years of credit history. Oh, no, 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 no. If you have 7 years of credit history and you apply for another credit card, you're not going to go back to a one month of credit history. What they're going to do is they're going to average it. They got the average of your credit history, not just the last time you got a credit card. They're going to average it out. So if you actually just get that one credit card, you should still have a great average. Now, if you continue to get more credit cards and now it seems like your average is just going down because now you have so many cards that's new, then you're going to see your average is going to go down, but you're not going to go to one. It's going to gradually go down. So think about how we did in school when they were averaging, that was teaching us how to average accounts. Add up the years for your credit cards and add that 1 month in there too. And then you average those out and divide it by how many cards that you are averaging. And then you'll figure out what your new average is. And then Credit Karma can also tell you your average after you get that new credit card. But it seemed like that's all of the credit cards. If you guys ever need any help in terms of increasing your credit score, definitely check out my 60 points in 60 days. I have so many people so far increase their credit score over 60 points in 60 days. But I'm just so happy that a lot of people going into the new year with their credit score being over the 60 points increase. So definitely it's a new year coming up. If you guys are watching this before the new year, I want you guys to definitely start working to increase your credit score. I have a new group that is going to start on the 6th of January 2023. I'm going to start a new group every I want to do about 4 or 5 groups next year. So if you guys missed this group, try to see what my next group is so you guys can see a great increase in your credit score too. But there's 5 ways on which you can increase your credit score. I have a video to show you exactly how to do it. It's free. And once you guys sign up for it, I'll automatically send you an inquiry dispute letter. And then also I send you a letter to remove accounts from your credit reports. So definitely check those out. And if you guys need like more one-on-one help, make sure you guys join my group, because I have my group. You guys can join that, and I will do like a more one-on-one help in the group setting, kind of, where I can actually help you increase your credit score. But hopefully this live was helpful to you guys. Sorry about my little ones, but they're out of school. What can we do? My little ones still come first no matter what. So I would normally just stop, but I'm like, no, let me just get this done. And now I'm going to spend some time with my little ones. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys have a great year. Happy New Year. Let me know if you need questions. Call us 833 Rickita. My team will be happy to help you all. Bye-bye.